Ling and ORM, Film and Namtan, and dozens of stars attend Freen and Becky's Fairytale wedding, a night to remember. It was the event the entire Thai entertainment industry had been waiting for, the grand, star-studded wedding of the beloved couple, Freen and Becky. From the moment the sun began to set over the glittering venue, cameras flashed, fans cheered, and emotions filled the air. The atmosphere was pure magic, elegant, emotional, and overflowing with love. As guests began to arrive, the crowd erupted when Ling and ORM Cornafat made their entrance together, hand in hand, dressed in perfectly coordinated pastel outfits. Their chemistry lit up the red carpet, and fans couldn't help but gush online. Just behind them, Film and Namtan arrived, smiling brightly, a symbol of resilience and love after everything they had been through. Their presence alone brought tears to many eyes. Soon, more familiar faces filled the venue, top actors, singers, and influencers who had worked closely with Freen and Becky throughout their careers. Each guest brought with them memories, laughter, and heartfelt congratulations for the couple who had inspired millions with their story. Inside the ballroom, the setting looked like something straight out of a romantic dream. Chandeliers glistened overhead, flowers lined every corner, and a grand archway of roses framed the altar. When Freen and Becky finally made their entrance as newlyweds, the entire room stood up in applause. The applause didn't just celebrate their union, it honored their journey. Ling and ORM were spotted clapping with tears in their eyes, clearly moved by the ceremony's emotional depth. Film and Namtan exchanged smiles, whispering to each other as the music played softly in the background. Every moment felt like a movie scene. The laughter, the emotions, the stolen glances, and the quiet hugs that spoke louder than words. The reception dinner was filled with laughter, cheers, and heartfelt speeches. Freen's best friend shared a touching story about how the two had supported each other through every struggle, while Becky's speech about finding a love that feels like home brought everyone to tears. Even the servers couldn't help but smile as they moved between tables filled with stars from every corner of the industry. As the night went on, videos from the event flooded social media. Freen and Becky dancing slowly under twinkling lights, their guests cheering, and the newlyweds sharing soft whispers no microphone could capture. Fans across the world wrote messages like, "This is love in its purest form," and "They deserve every bit of this happiness." By the end of the night, fireworks illuminated the sky, spelling out F&B forever in glowing letters. The crowd gasped, phones lifted high to capture the unforgettable moment. Ling and ORM hugged as the sparks filled the air, while Film and Namtan joined the applause, their smiles reflecting the beauty of the celebration. It wasn't just a wedding, it was a moment in history. A night that proved love, when real, has the power to bring an entire industry together. Freen and Becky's Fairytale wedding will be remembered not only for its beauty, but for the emotion that surrounded it. The laughter, the tears, and the shared belief that love, no matter how tested, always finds its way home. Perfect ring. Here's part 2 of Ling and ORM, Film and Namtan, and dozens of stars attend Freen and Becky's Fairytale wedding, a night to remember. Rewritten in a Clipchamp accepted, clean, and emotionally rich format. When the ceremony ended and the applause slowly faded, the celebration only grew more magical. The ballroom transformed into a soft glow of golden lights as guests moved into the reception hall. The sound of soft instrumental music filled the air, every note echoing with emotion. The tables were decorated with elegant white roses and candles that flickered like stars. Every detail reflected Freen and Becky's personality, classic, warm, and full of genuine love. Guests couldn't stop talking about how the venue felt like stepping into a living dream. Freen and Becky entered the reception holding hands, their smiles brighter than the chandeliers above. Becky wore a shimmering gown that flowed like water, while Freen looked timeless in a custom ivory suit. As they walked in, the crowd erupted into cheers. Cameras flashed, confetti fell, and everyone stood to honor the couple who had been through so much together. Their first dance was a quiet moment that silenced the entire hall. As the song played, they looked only at each other. No words were needed. It was a dance that told their whole story, from the first time they met to the challenges they overcame to stand there that night. Ling was seen wiping away tears, and ORM whispered something to her before they joined in the applause. At the next table, Film and Namtan smiled warmly, clapping as they whispered about how beautiful the moment was. The camera captured them holding hands, and fans later commented online about how love was truly in the air that night. Dinner began shortly after. The menu was a luxurious mix of Thai and international cuisine, from delicate sushi rolls to rich tom yum and chocolate soufflé for dessert. The food wasn't just elegant, it was meaningful, representing the blend of cultures that Freen and Becky had come to symbolize in the GL world. Then came the speeches. Freen's best friend took the stage first, sharing stories of the long nights on set, the pressure of fame, and how Becky was always the one to make Freen laugh when everything felt overwhelming. The crowd laughed and clapped, but when Becky's turn came, the room fell silent. With tears glistening in her eyes, Becky said softly, "Love isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing each other every single day, even when life gets difficult." Her words struck deep. Many guests were visibly emotional, and Freen reached out to hold her hand tightly as she finished speaking. Then, the surprise of the night, a live performance by one of their favorite Thai artists. The room lit up with cheers as the singer dedicated a romantic ballad to the couple. Guests joined in, swaying gently with the rhythm. Cameras caught Ling and ORM dancing together, their laughter pure and unfiltered. As the night deepened, the energy shifted from emotional to joyful. The dance floor opened, and soon, everyone was celebrating freely. Freen and Becky danced with their friends, shared laughs, and even pulled Film and Namtan onto the dance floor. The scene was pure happiness, the kind that words can barely capture. One of the most heartwarming moments came during the bouquet toss. Fans online later called it the most symbolic moment of a night. Freen turned around, smiled, and threw the bouquet into the air, and it landed right into the hands of ORM Cornafat. The crowd erupted into laughter and cheers. Ling, standing beside her, laughed and hugged her tightly as fans online began speculating if they might be next. The after-party began soon after midnight. The lighting turned soft and dreamy, and everyone let loose. There were photo booths, champagne toasts, and countless selfies shared across social media. Every post carried the same message, that Freen and Becky's wedding wasn't just beautiful, it was genuine.